So this video is going to be uh, easier to follow because I wrote 4 notes down to keep me on track, keep it simple. Yeah. Oh, I got my hair cut. Well, I did it, but I still got it cut. Anyways, so I was talking to somebody today, talked to a lot of people, and she said that, that I was a very good guider, and I've heard that from a lot of people lately, so I figured if I'm jotting on this thing, I might as well guide if anybody chooses to watch. So, I'm gonna start with the thing that really got me first when she was talking. Was she started off by saying that she was an empath, and I really like that word. But what I'm gonna do with this is she wanted me to challenge what she was saying, and which was really fun. So she would give me these scenarios, and I would change it into what, or give her my view, I should say, because I'm just an outside view. So, anyways, so when she was talking about being an empath, I referenced her to light work and being a light worker, and what that means. Because for me, I personally feel that, from what I've seen, the kind of odd one out, the deeper, what do you say, the old soul, and so kind of the people with a bit of mental health. I mean, I challenged it by saying that she was really down about being just an empath, and said, well, it's a duty, it's a job that I feel like we have here, because you take it like this, you come home from a bad day, and you bring that back with you, or you leaving work. Okay, work was rough, you're stressed, you're driving home, you have somebody driving next to you, you shoot over to him, you give him a dirty look, because they cut you off or whatever it is, or something. And by doing that, oh my gosh, uno momento. And by doing that, you project to them. So not only are you two, let's say it was just you two, you both get home, your husband feeds off it, which then starts a fight with him, starts a fight with the kids go to school, your husband goes to work the next day, whatever, they talk to somebody, it's on social media that they're just in a bad mood, and it's just a crazy chain reaction just from your one situation here. The person you shot a dirty look to in the car, they may have already been on the verge of a bad day, and who knows what could have happened with them, and so they're going home, or they meeting a friend for coffee, whatever they choose to do in life, and it rubs off on them. Even if this person that they happen to be, that you were driving next to, was on the edge of a bad day, and they were pulling through it, right? They're like, you know what, I can do this. They're getting positive, and they're going home. They're going to take a bath because they can do this, and you don't know, but somebody almost cut them off, so that's why they cut you off, and you shoot them a dirty look, and then all of a sudden all this guilt comes up, and all this negative energy that they were just processing comes up, and this fear that comes up cycles. So with that one person, it goes to the next, and to the next, and to the next. And so for being an empath, I feel you're able to pick up on that. I believe my job to go through such a spiritual awakening and bring here is transmuting the negative energy that, even if I'm having a tough time or something, let me say this, so something comes my way, somebody cuts me off, and I don't know, that's their way, period. You don't know. And instead, if they look over at you, they're probably fearful that they don't want to be looked at as a bad person or something. And take that off of them, It's so simple. I picked up trash the other day, and I was watching the catty corner of the street. I look up, and some lady's watching me do it. And this Little Italy is this area that I was working in. And so I go to work, I come back out, and I see this lady, because she's around there as well, pick up trash the other day. And I've seen her many, 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 many times, and it's she gives off what I pick up as a not too much of a conscious person, and maybe just in her head too much, we'll say. So, transmuting that to that. So I'm gonna just keep going, even though these are pretty long. Anyways, so the next thing was she brought up a situation with her friend, or her roommate, and she was projecting all these things on her. And I challenged that to, instead of these people that are projecting, and the people that want to vent so much to you and tell you everything because there's something about you that they feel. You know, somehow these people, they never have told anybody these secrets, but they're telling you, even a stranger, because they feel that you have that vibe giving off of what is comfortable and warming and welcoming to them, not judgmental. So I take that as the challenge to remember the acknowledgement that there is a lesson from everyone, and just acknowledging that they may be just putting things off on you, and they may not be able to help it. So acknowledging that and taking that with compassion, instead of being upset when they come at you and you just are puzzled or baffled by why even somebody may be saying some things that you're lucky. You know, some people have no one to talk to, and that says a lot about your character, and acknowledge that. Next thing was, she was saying that I sound crazy. I know this is crazy, but crazy is just aware. It's awareness, and it's a beautiful thing. If something comes up that, I really like synchronicity. I happen to really like numbers, and that was something that it would excite me, and it would make me feel crazy. So I would be in my alone time and research this, be in my alone time and look these things up. And eventually I got so comfortable with acknowledging that this is something that is a part of me and something that keeps me going, gives me faith, that if I happen to go back into society and something comes up, I can say that. I can say, ooh, 1111, I love numbers, or something, that, or like, it's something like of the sorts. And what you're also doing is starting to make that more common. Make that leap of faith of saying something so drastic, so out of the blue and crazy that you may not normally hear. It just gives others a sense of confidence and courage to also be themselves, and also be authentic and genuine. Last thing was diet. And I'm vegan, I'm organic, I'm non-GMO. I've tried many different routes, and no soy, and that has to do with my transition, in my opinion, and some other things as well. But it is something that I feel that you will start to notice is, as compassion to others comes up, compassion to everything comes up. Animals is one that I think the most common one that I see. But as I start to talk to you about diet, I hear a lot of the lactose intolerant. I hear a lot of gluten intolerance, process intolerance, and having these issues that they're not sure what's really going on. And as you become more aware, it's adaptivity is actually what the note says that I didn't even look at. So diet means adaptivity. It's the last A. Acknowledgement, awareness, adaptivity. So our bodies were never supposed to, I mean, who knows what supposed to is, but thousands of years ago, as we've been on this planet, what the hell is French fries? What's a hamburger? What's these Geikos? What is that thing? They have changed the food game. Like, I'm staring at a thing of Twinkies in my parents' trailer. That may be an amazing sponge cake, but that was certainly not something that was just from the earth, you know, and your body will start to get more sensitive to these things. You'll start to notice your intolerance to things that are unnatural and unorganic, and these chemicals affect you in a much different way, sometimes way more than anybody else around you. That's another thing, is you look around, you feel back to crazy, but you just have to be aware, and so on and so forth, Mr. Roboto. So that's my rant for today. I hope that was a little bit better, and it was the longest one yet. Sorry.